Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Touch. Experience our hometown advantage with Touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern.
Hey, Big Chief. I know you're used to spending Christmas with one of us, but this year you get to spend Christmas with both of us.
You know, we just want to spend our special days with you. You understand, right?
Well, I mean, everything's so different this year, but I mean, sounds like I'm getting 2 Christmases. Oh wait, does that mean I have to make double the graphics this year?
Yep, good luck.
Hi, I'm Leslie Kyle with Young Real Estate. This listing is one you need to see.
Escape to 24 acres of dense woods and open space in Zalma, Missouri, ideal for hunting, outdoor adventure, and solitude.
Let's make it yours. Call or text today. Real estate isn't just about houses, it's about people. I'm Leslie Kyle, and our team is ready to walk every step with you. Real estate is personal, and we treat it that way. Call us today.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed. For real.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
Ready, set, let's go. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up, going all the way up. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I've been on the way up cause they know I'm popping. Hits, no misses. Clean up like the dishes. Ain't no point telling me to stop cause I won't listen. Every level got a new devil. I'ma give them hell cause I'm leveling up. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level, leveling up.
welcome to Friday Night Under the Lights here on Aycorp Sports. This is the next to last regular season week of high school football season. We're coming to you from the high school here at Cape Central High School alongside Interstate I-55 in Cape Girardeau. The Tigers are set to take on Live for Life Academy Hawks. Alongside my broadcast partner, Corey Sisk, I am Bobby Alford. Welcome back to the booth, Corey.
Thanks, Bobby. Glad to be back. I'm excited to see this game. It will be interesting to see what this Live for Life team has to offer. As you know, they were the team that knocked out the undefeated Dexter Bearcats last year in the state quarterfinals. The Hawks come in with a record of 5-2 with losses to St. Louis University High School and Baylor High School from Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Hawks is led by senior quarterback Phoenix Isaiah with 1,665 passing yards on the season. The Tigers, with a record of 4-3 on the season, come in hoping to halt a 3-game losing skid. The Tigers have been without the heart of their offense, Keyshawn Boyd, since he went down with an injury in Week 1. They have replaced him with a group of runners, the most productive of which has been wide receiver Torrance Murray, with 715 rushing yards on the season. I think that's receiving yards on the season. No, it is rushing yards on the season. He is in 7th and one of the leading rushing in the area as far as the SEMO area. He's ranked 7th on that list.
And also been around the Cape Central Tigers, looking at them, they've got a guy, Aiden McGuire, the quarterback in there. He's got a big target, Jathan Spain. Look, those guys have to have a good night together, Corey, to get this offense going against a stout Live for Life team.
Yeah, I agree. Aiden McGuire coming in with 48 for 91, 724 yards on the season with 7 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Yeah, he's had a fine season. And Corey, looking at the defensive side of the ball, I think you're going to see Cape Central coming tonight and play aggressive with the linebackers. That's what film has showed me. They're going to get really aggressive there, but they're going to have to watch out. Live for Life's got a good attack, but the linebackers have got to make plays when they get aggressive tonight.
Yeah, linebackers are going to have to try to stop that very fast and physical run game of Live for Life. On the defensive side for Cape Central, they've got 2 area leaders. Coming in 11th in the area is going to be Logan McGreta. He's got 68 tackles on the season, and right behind him is John Williams with 67. So Cape Central's got some weapons on defense that I think could put a good stop and a good halt at least on that run game of Live for Life.
Yeah, maybe a little easier to do that tonight because Live for Life is going to be without number 5, Javion Scott. He is a South Dakota State commit, their leading running back, and also they will be without number 6, Cam Hurst. He is also committed to Washington State. So both players out for tonight's game, as Coach Tony Woolfolk had told me earlier. But, hey, they have got a plethora of athletes on this team. And we're going to start out talking about number 4. That's quarterback Phoenix Isaiah. Corey, you talked about him in pregame, and the stats on him, they look really good so far.
Yeah, they do. I think I mentioned some of his stats he had on the season. He's 109 for 175 attempts, 1,665 yards with a .623% QB rating. He's averaging about 15.3 yards a pass, 237.9 yards per game. He's got 17 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the season, Bobby. That is big numbers for a high school kid.
And let's break that down. 237 yards passing per game. Those are big numbers in high school football. And
yes, and several others.
Yeah, very fine and athlete, and it doesn't hurt. He's also the coach's son, so, he comes from a good gene pool there of athletics. And, and as a whole, this team is really stout, really strong. But, for the folks who don't know much about Live for Life, look, this school is located in inner city part of downtown St. Louis. They do not have a home facility to practice on. They don't even know what yard markers are, hash lines, any of that stuff until they play week 1. They have no marks on the field. So these young men really have to have a very good mindset of what they want to do, how they line up, markers. It's not like walking out on the field we see here and practicing every day. They don't have that there yet. Also, these kids walk 6 blocks to practice every single day and do not complain about it. They show up and go to work. And I think that's one of the things Coach Tony Wolford was very proud about this team. He asked them to show up with the right attitude every day and work hard. And these kids are committed to that process, to the grind of it. They don't have the facilities everybody else has. They don't even play home games. No field to play home games on there. So to show up every day with that attitude, parents don't always get to come see them play. They have to log into a broadcast such as this to watch. He was very proud of that as I interviewed him earlier this week, talking about his young men and the way they come in and play this game for him. And he asked them always, to give their best, but kind of asking him too, Corey. I asked him about Class 3 District 2. I think it's the toughest division in all of high school football. You've got Live for Life in there. You've got John Burroughs is in that. You've got Valley Catholic, St. Genevieve.
Normandy,
and his response was, look, I respect all of these guys, especially the coach down at Valley Catholic. He knows how good of a program they run, and he put together this schedule he's had this year for a reason, to go tackle a class like that in a division he's in. He knows he needs to get his players ready for that.
Yeah, and, I was looking down at Live for Life's schedule. I mentioned they were 4-3 on the season. 5-2 on the season. Their losses coming from Baylor. They kept that game fairly close. Chattanooga, Tennessee, that was a 30-42 loss for them. Their other game, St. Louis University High School, another tough team right there in the inner city. They lost that by 1 point, 13-12. So for what they have, Bobby, they're doing an excellent job at maintaining that record, maintaining the attitude, the good, positive attitudes, and I think this team is going to go pretty steep. I think we're going to see them again.
And also, you see there on the screen, number 14, I believe that is Jathan Spain for the Cape Central Tigers. He is the SEMO commit as a tight end here at the Cape Central High School, and they need big things. We talked about that tonight out of him. Looks like he has 9 receptions for 180 yards on the year, 2 touchdowns. So, he's put together a fine season, but the big body's going to have to play strong tonight. Folks, we are waiting for the captains to go out on the field. Corey, I do believe you have our officials for tonight's game.
I do have our officials and familiar faces on that crew. Referee Rob Haupt, umpire Frank Killian, line judge Nate Watkins, head linesman is Jimmy Smith, and your back judge is Brian Cato. Bobby, Rob Haupt and I traveled a lot of miles together doing these games under these lights. So you have one of the best officiating crews in Southeast Missouri doing this game right here tonight.
Absolutely indeed. Captains for tonight's game for the Live for Life Hawks first. It is number 11, Sean Strickland Jr., number 50, Cameron Turner, number 3, that is Key Henderson, and number 4, Phoenix Isaiah. For the Cape Central Tigers, as I find their roster real quick, which I am struggling to do. Thank you very much, Corey. It is number 1, that is Terrell Grove, number 50, Connor Poole, number 34, Jonathan Williams, and number 14, Jathan Spain. That is your captains for tonight's games. As well, folks, we will be trying to update you on other area games and local teams in action tonight on those games. A big one in Park Hills, that is Dexter Park Hills. A lot of people's got their eye on that team, that game. That is probably the 1 and 2 teams in that Class 3 District 1 matchup. The winner of Class 3 District 1 could very well face Live for Life in Class 3 District 2 if they make it that far.
Yeah, that District 2 we kind of talked about earlier, who all was in it. I mean, really, it's anybody's district, Bobby, but I think it's going to come down to Live for Life and Valley Catholic to take District 2.
Yeah, indeed, a tough division as well there. Looks like Live for Life will receive the opening kick as Cape Central will kick off them. Other games in the area tonight will be Miller Career Academy at Jackson, Sykeston at New Madrid County. Live for Life and Cape we have here. Charleston at East Prairie. It is Festus at St. Genevieve. Caruthersville at Portersville. Kennett at Poplar Bluff. And Solden Tigers at Kelly tonight. I believe that may be Lutheran. It has me 2 different games there. I believe that is Lutheran at Kelly. And also Malden is at Verteus Christian. That is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And also Marquette at Hayti. That is tomorrow at 2 o'clock as well, weather permitting.
Some good matchups in the area tonight.
No doubt it is, and we are about set for kickoff here as Lift for Life will send their people back, and the officials will hand the kicker for Cape Central the ball there as we get set for action here. Corey, reminder to folks at home, we will have 2 games coming your way next week. Thursday, we have the New Madrid-Portersville game. Friday, we will have Dexter at Scott City. So 2 matchups Thursday and Friday. Should be a fun one here on Aycorp Sports. Here we go, teed up. Kick is in the air. It is deep, and that is going to go into the end zone for a touchback there. So Cape Central starts it off very well from the leg there of the young man. That is number, I believe, 16 on that kick for Cape. So out comes the Lift for Life offense led by Phoenix Isaiah. Well, they have huddled and slow to come to the field. I guess they are getting their offense set.
Yeah, Phoenix Isaiah coming in as the quarterback. He's a 6'1", 173-pound senior. And as we mentioned, his stats earlier is probably some of the top in the state for this kind of late in the season, I guess we should say. Almost 2,000 yards passing is impressive.
Right away, watching that ball is Lift for Life had a penalty somewhere on them because that ball's already moved back past the 20. They have moved them back all the way to the 10-yard line to start out this drive.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was a delay of game. I don't know what was going on. I saw Rob Haupt come out here and give a signal a while ago.
So starting running back tonight in place of the player out for them, Javian Scott, out and in is Seven Jackson. He is number 7, standing beside the quarterback there, number 4, Phoenix Isaiah. Shotgun look spread offense. That is a look. That is Jackson up the middle. Nice run, and he plows through for good yards there, about pickup of 6 on the play. So nice start for Lift for Life there.
That was some of that run game you were talking about, defensive side for Cape Central that they're going to have to shut down if they want to keep Lift for Life kind of at a standstill a little bit.
5 wide, empty backfield for Isaiah here. They have Cape Central spread out. Here's a play, a snap. He's going to look, gets it out quick. That is Woolfolk. He's got the catch. He comes to the near sideline, stiff arms and out of bounds. And he has first down yardage for Lift for Life Hawks.
Nice little, kind of a little screen there to the outer, to the inside there to Woolfolk, getting it out to his number 1 target.
Yeah, he has put together a fine senior campaign this season, as no doubt their big target at wide receiver. Henderson, another one to keep an eye on. He is in the slot here at the bottom of the screen. Here's a snap. That is a fake to Henderson, and he is under pressure. He is taken down. That is going to be a sack on the play for Cape Central.
Looks like the SEMO commit on that one, number Jathan Spain, number 14. Looks like 39 might have gotten there too.
Yeah, just really didn't get a block on him. He let that play come right to him, Corey.
Yeah, Spain was there. He read that thing perfectly.
Yeah, just worked right down the line to that. That will bring up a 2nd and 12 now for the Hawks. Check the sideline as a play clock under 10. Here's a snap. He looks, gets that out quick, and it's going to be picked right into the hands of Cape Central there. I mean, he just got it out quick, and they read it all the way, intended for Key Henderson, and Cape Central gets the early pick on that one. That is number 31 on the play. That is Joseph Hamlin right there.
Yeah, he read that. He read that perfectly. Stayed right on him. Came around with this interception, another interception, I believe, for him on the season.
So Cape Central now gets the ball in really good field position. They are at the 25-yard line is where they'll start their first offensive drive. McGuire, the quarterback. He awaits it. Here's the snap. It's going to be an inside hand. He bounces it outside now all the way up near the first down marker. A flag thrown near the 20-yard line throw. That is number 7, Torrance Murray on the run.
It was a good block on the end there by Spain. Kind of opened up that hole. I wonder if there wasn't some type of holding call on that.
Yeah, in the area of where you think a hold is, and that's what it is. It's going to be holding, so that will back them up. I believe, Corey, that's a spot foul from the 20, so that'll take them back to the 30.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Spain had a really good block there. I don't know if it was him that they threw the hold call on, or maybe one of the interior guys.
So it'll stay 1st and 15 now for Cape. 3 wide to the bottom of the screen, and they are in a pistol formation. Running back behind the quarterback, McGuire. Here's a snap. That is a run again. He's going to bounce it outside, cuts it upfield, and hit there. Pickup of about 7 on the play for Murray.
Yeah, what first looked like kind of like a bobble snap there turned into a little decent run there for Murray.
Murray checks out. End of the game is Deshaun Sims in his spot at the running back position. So 2nd and 7 to go here. Pickup of 8 on the play for Murray. Corey, quickly, we've seen Live for Life. They bunch up the middle, but once it's bounced by Murray, he's had him now twice to the outside for good yards.
Yeah, Murray can definitely turn on the jets.
Here's the play for Sims. He tries to go outside. Live for Life covers well there. That is number 26 in on the play for Live for Life, and that is Reggie Murphy on the tackle. Definitely tell the Hawks are a very athletic moving team. That they move well as long as they get out and cover that outside, Corey. I think they've got a chance to cover east to west.
Yeah, I think after those 2 good runs there by Murray on the outside, I think Live for Life's kind of made a shift to that strong side there.
Yeah, they run a 4-2-5 as their base defense. New defensive coordinator, he come over from MICDS this year, and that's going to be a false start, I believe. Well, that flag was thrown on the other side of the ball. I think that's going to go against Live for Life there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to be that defensive end there.
Yeah, it looks like Smitty, the referee there, Jimmy Smith, I think he's going to say they made him jump.
Rob Haupt with the call. Let's see what he's got.
False start, so
Cape
the discussion
Central.
there. Good to see the officials get together on it.
One thing I'm confident about and telling you with Rob Haupt is he will not make a call unless he gathers with the guy that threw the flag to find out if that's what it was. He's a very good official, very good white hat.
Clock does wind. Keyshawn Boyd is dressed on the sidelines tonight, not expected to play, expected maybe to be back next week, I hear. Here's the snap. McGuire rolls near side. He looks downfield, still looking, throws it, and incomplete. The receiver was looking outside of the outside route there, and he threw it inside. And we do have a flag on the play. That's an ineligible receiver downfield against Cape. So now, Corey, correct me if I'm wrong, 3 of the last 4 plays has penalties on them.
Yeah, you gotta hold offsides and now an ineligible man downfield.
A whole new group on the field for them is I think they're going to decline the penalty. We will wait for the call. Ineligible it is. And that is declined, so that will make it a 4th down look, I do believe. 4th and 12 for Cape Central.
And going for a field goal.
That ball looks to be spotted at about the 34-yard line, so the plus 10 in the end zone, that's a 44-yard kick. Something we don't see a whole lot in high school football is 44-yard field goal attempts.
Let's see how he does.
Snap. hold, and no kick. We've got a flag on the play.
I think we're going to have an offsides on the defense on that one.
Yeah. Encroachment, that'll be 5 yards, so now that'll move it up to a 39-yard field goal attempt. Joey Charlton is the kicker for Cape Central. Holder number 10, Aiden McGuire. So 4th and 7 now from the 39. Snap, hold, kick, and it is no good. No good on the kick, so miss from 39, and Live for Life survives and gets the ball back.
He had the distance. He just was off. It looked like maybe a little to the left, but he had the distance for that 44-yarder. He was just off a little bit to the left.
So that's where Live for Life will get their second opportunity of the night. As Phoenix will have to come out, and let's see if they learned a little something from that one. You know, the quick throw, Cape Central set, read it, the pick, and Live for Life will regather after that interception. You know, and credit to Cape Central right there, Corey, that when they sat, they didn't play way off the ball.
Yeah.
They set a medium range right there and just sat, read the quarterback, and jumped that route. I think that's a testament to Cape Central saying, I think we can match up with you athletically. We will see as the game goes on.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I think Cape felt very comfortable in athletic ability there on the edge. Here's the snap. That goes to Jackson. He goes wide, and he's got a little room out there. Nice pickup. Gain of about 7 or 8 on the play.
B.J. Morris. It's like the linebacker out there.
So good pickup on first. Maybe that's only a gain of 6. He may have stepped out far sideline there. Looks like a 2nd and 4 now. Again, look how far they spread all the way to the bottom of the screen there. They've got Cape Central spread out wide. Here's the snap. They'll throw a flag on the play. They've got a deep ball there, and a man overshot his receiver. Woolfolk is the intended receiver on the play. We will get a check on the flag.
It's like a
false start. That's going to go against the Hawks, so that will back them up 5. Put them in a 2nd and 9 situation now.
Real quick shout out, Bobby. You noticed I got my oldest daughter in the booth with us tonight. She's down visiting me for the weekend, decided she wanted to come to work with me. She lives in Jackson. And I got 2 more daughters watching at home, Addie and Ivy. Thank you for watching, and hope you don't stay up too late.
Always nice to have the family tuned in, huh?
Another
is complete to Woolfolk. We've got another flag on a play. Woolfolk all the way up near the 40. He cuts back toward the middle of the field. He's got room to run here. Now up to the 50, all the way down inside the 50 to the 41-yard line if the play stands. That flag is in the backfield. I'm going to guess that is coming all the way back to near the 16-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like for Cape Central it was number 11 on that stop. But, Bobby, I'm not seeing his name on the roster. I don't know if there's a number change.
Sorry, that flag actually lays at the 23-yard line.
If somebody's tuning in from Cape Central and knows who number 11 is, if you would shoot us a message or a comment, let us know so we can get this young man recognized.
So a hold there, so that will go against Live for Life. So 3rd and 4 will likely become a 3rd and 14.
And, Bobby, you know, there's been a lot of penalties so far in just the first quarter alone. You know, Cape Central end up with 4 on their last drive, and I think Live for Life is up to 2 or 3 now on this drive.
Isaiah again, 3 to the bottom, 1 at the top. He'll look to pass. Still looks, he's got pressure. He's going to have to scramble away and does. And he's going to throw that downfield and should have been picked in and out of the hands. Cape Central nearly a sack and an interception, both on that same series right there.
Phoenix Isaiah, that was a great athletic move by him, but a little risky. Kind of kind of get rid of it before he gets out of bounds.
Well, much to my surprise, Live for Life has struggled a little bit. It's the pass rush that Cape Central's been able to provide and has really disrupted the passing game for the Hawks tonight.
Yeah, it looks like they've really studied some film this week on how to stop that pass game.
Live for Life to punt out of their own end zone. Here's the snap.
Another penalty flag.
He gets that away. Going to be a decent short kick, but takes a Live for Life bounce. It's going to go all the way up to the 45 is where it's dropped dead. We will get a check on the marker.
I'm going to say it's going to be a false start. He threw it kind of before the snap.
As we wait on the call, Corey, Jackson has not taken very long to get on the board. They're up 14-6 early going against Miller Career in that game. That is just right across the way from us here. And a false start it is against Live for Life.
Yeah, Valley 14-0 over Bowling Green. Don't have any score on Crowsville, Porterville yet. I'll work on trying to get those. We'll also try to work on getting some scores from the East Prairie and Charleston game and the New Madrid and Sykeston game as well.
Yeah, and Corey, I think a big deal for the listeners back in the St. Louis area, Live for Life, pay attention to these Valley scores, update them, because that is in your district, and that's the team you've got to keep an eye on right there, the front runner. St. Genevieve is not a bad football team either, but Valley's kind of been the one, the front runner of that pack, so to speak, of St. Gen and Valley. But
Valley is their brick wall, so to speak. That they're going to have to get over them.
So again, they will punt another 5 yards deeper in their end zone this time. Last punt made it to the 45. And the returner for Cape Central stands and now at his 40. Snap is away. Kick is off, and it is going to be extremely short. It went straight up in the air, and that takes a backwards bounce and has to be down by Key Henderson there at the 5-yard line.
Wow. Cape Central coming out with great field position for this drive.
What a series. Right now, penalties eating both teams alive, and now a short kick by Live for Life has them in an extremely dangerous situation.
Yes. That Live for Life defense is going to have to come alive right now and get another stop.
And right here is where Cape Central wants to go to work. Not even really bouncing it. Murray has bounced some, but they want to go right up the middle of them if possible. Shotgun set. They do have an extra blocker in the backfield there. Murray still in the pistol behind McGuire. Live for Life has 10 in the box. One out there on the wide receiver. There's a snap, goes to Murray up the middle, and he is taken down for a gain of about 2 on the play. So it looks like a battle of who can win in the trenches right here.
Linebackers versus running backs at this point, Bobby.
Again, they will set up here. McGuire in the gun, Murray behind him. Here's a snap, goes up the middle again. Murray down to the goal line and in for the touchdown. The Tigers are on the board. Corey, a good push there, and Murray finds himself in for the first score of the night.
Yeah, make that 8 touchdowns for Murray on the season now.
And that's really just Murray. Live for Life had a chance. They broke through the center right there.
Right.
And they had a look at him, and Murray, watch the center. They get through right there, and they just could not contain.
Yeah, he got a little bit of a, looks like a little bit of a push there. His big guys kind of got in behind him.
There's a snap and kick. The extra point is good. So Cape Central's on the board, 7-0. We're going to take a 30-second break and back in Cape Central in a moment.
Hi, I'm Leslie Kyle with Young Real Estate. This listing is one you need to see.
Escape to 24 acres of dense woods and open space in Zalma, Missouri, ideal for hunting, outdoor adventure, and solitude.
Let's make it yours. Call or text today.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
Welcome back to Cape Girardeau, where the Tigers have taken a 7-0 lead. That looks like, I believe, number 18, Laquan Witt, and also number 0, that is Deshaun Moss, back deep to receive the kick here from the Tigers. It is up. That kick is going to Moss. He will take that at his own 1-yard line. He will bring that out. He's going to rush upfield and gets that near the 20-yard line and taken down there. As that ball may be out. It is out on the ground, and we will see the sign who recovers.
Lift for Life looks like comes up with it.
Lift for Life holds on to the football, so they will retain somewhere near the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Dylan Jones came up with that ball for Lift for Life.
So, Corey, right now in the early going, Live for Life has been in a little, we'll say, out of sync for the most part of this football game.
Yeah. Penalties on, like I said, both teams, is really hurting them. Hopefully Live for Life can come out, shake off that last drive, and get something going here.
And we've also seen, Isaiah a little out of sync. He's been a very good football player this year. 62%, even overshot a wide receiver on the lookout there, had him open. The pick, it's been a little out of sorts, I'd say. Here's the fake hand, and Isaiah keeps himself up to the 20-yard line now. Yeah, that looked like maybe just a busted play. He was looking for a guy there to give it to and know where to go with the football. So slow start for the Hawks as they pick up 5 on the play. Little different set look here again for Lift for Life. Looks like a running set, no doubt. Here it is up. That's going to go off the right tackle. That's going to be near the first down. I believe he's got it. So first down there. That is number 12 on the rush for Lift for Life, and that is Marquise Elliott Jr. on the run. So first down Hawks as they reset the chains here.
185-pound sophomore running back for Lift for Life.
Here's the hand. That's going to be bounced outside, and that's a nice run by 7 there. 7 Jackson. He is up now, more yards up to the 45-yard line. I think he'll be down at maybe the 46. So nice pickup on first down there for Lift for Life.
7 Jackson, number 7.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Wolf, he is really high on this kid. Said he is just an elite athlete. Excited to see him get to step into a role tonight and play with Scott out. So very, very excited about that young sophomore running back.
Yeah, it looks like he comes in with 27 carries for 222 yards on the season.
And that is a penalty against Live for Life there. The penalty he called against Live for Life and backs him up a few here. So you get a first down, then another penalty come in. So they will reset. Ball lies at the 41-yard line now. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Here's the snap and fake. That's going to be outside. That is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Key Henderson.
Nice breakup there by number 4 for Cape Central. Looks like that is Malachi Johnson. He was just stayed on him perfect, read the pass, came in, and broke up what would have been a possible first down.
That was going to be back to the original line of
scrimmage. Yeah, it's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage. I forgot about the penalty there.
And that's going to be another false start. I'm believing Live for Life may have been late with the snap right there. The hard clap, and you see the receiver want to go, and then the snap comes later. So not sure, no yardage on that play. That may have been a substitution issue on the field. So I think that was giving time for the defense to sub as well if they needed. The seconds wasn't there. So here's the snap. Isaiah will take that himself. He gets outside. He has room to run now up past the 50, pushes forward near that first down marker. That's going to be about a yard short, so a 14-yard run there for Isaiah.
Yeah, he may that run there is going to put him really good high probability of a first down here on this play as long as they can get the ball off without getting a yellow flag on the ground.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 situation. 2-by-2 set with the receivers. Here's a play. Inside hand to Jackson. He's got the first down as he pushes ahead for about 4 on the play. So first down for the Hawks as they will reset the chains. And really, after that run by the quarterback, Isaiah, that's the first time they have been in enemy territory tonight. Corey.
Yeah. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Bobby, I don't think they've been past the 50.
Yeah, first time tonight they had. 2-by-2 set for the Hawks. Here's the play. It's going to be a quick out to Woolfolk. He's got it. Nice move there. Makes a man miss and can't really get anything going. That's going to be right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
Great job by Malachi Johnson. He kind of got a little shook off there for a second, but stayed with the stayed with the receiver, stayed with the play, and ended up making the tackle there.
You can certainly appreciate the elusiveness of Woolfolk. I mean, those are kind of the things that's going to grab your attention. The next level will grab their attention as well. A kid, you see what they want to do. They want to spread the field and get him space to work with. He just had nowhere to go as Cape Central grabbing him up. Here's a play. Inside hander Jackson there. He punches it outside now, inside the 30, down out at the 29-yard line. Well, to the surprise, Corey, it's been the running game so far for Left for Life, not the passing game that has hurt the Tigers.
Yeah, they struggled a little bit the last drive, but it looks like they've really gotten that run game off the ground and going this drive.
I would say that's something that Cape Central definitely noticed in film, that they had to protect against the pass this week. Here's a play, Isaiah to pass, rolling out right. He's throwing that toward the end zone and incomplete. There was a lot of contact down there on that coverage for Cape Central.
I was looking at the ground there, seeing if I'd see a flag come out.
Yeah, I thought there was certainly a possibility of a hold, but the one thing I did not see is the jersey extend for the Lift of Life players. So, if he did, he didn't pull the jersey hard enough. You saw the jersey extend.
You got to like the physicality of both players down there, though.
Yeah, not a bad pass by Isaiah either. He put it out in front where only his player could get it if it's going to be complete. Here's the play, inside hand again, another flag. Jackson's going to get it upfield and spins away inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line as we will get a check on this flag.
Have another flag at the back, Judge. Come in at the end of the play.
Yeah, I would definitely say the word for this game, sloppy.
Yes.
A lot of flags here in the first. Still waiting the call on this. A lot of conversation going on here. We await the call.
Imagine we're going to have 2 separate penalties here.
Still awaiting this one. A lot of conversation going on. So a false start against Left for Life. And then we have a dead ball foul, and that goes against Cape Central. And a dead ball against Lift for Life as well. So those offset, and the false start will remain.
Looks like a little extra physicality down there at the end of the play.
So the 5 yards backs Left for Life up to the 34-yard line now. So the Hawks reset here. The Tigers playing very good defense so far early going to this game. I believe Coach Wolford was trying to get a clarification on the call there as we are set to go again. Pistol formation for the Hawks. Here it is, fake hand inside of Wolford. He's got it, he's gonna go far side and can't get away. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. That is number 4 on the tackle. Malachi Johnson is having a night, folks.
He has their number, Bobby. He's all over it.
Sneaky good speed is you could tell a little something different about that formation, how wide they were set on that, and running back way behind the quarterback. And that play was not fooling anybody there on Cape Central as they sniffed that out well.
Yeah, especially Malachi Johnson. He is the last few plays, it's been that kid making the stops.
Confusion down here to the bottom of the screen. I don't think the receiver knows the play. Here is the play for Jackson. He's got it upfield now. Gets inside the 30 down to about the 20-yard line. Just short of the first. And, Corey, I'm going to bet they go for this.
Yeah, I would imagine so. As well as Jackson is moving that football up the middle and even on the outside, that would be my go-to guy to get me this first down here.
4th and 2 for the Hawks. We will say a short 2 as well. Isaiah has Jackson to his left. We have I believe a whistle on the play. I'm not sure where it come from. I do not see a timeout.
And the back judge blew the whistle. There's the timeout call, maybe.
So a stop in play. The quarterback comes off. That was Isaiah off. That is number 12. That is Marquise Elliott Jr. in. Here it is, and a fumble snap. Elliott picks it up. He is being pursued again, and he's taken down. Cape Central takes him down. Number 31,
Joseph
Hamlin.
Nice defensive stop by Cape Central.
Yeah, trying to identify where does Hamlin come from on this play. He is at the bottom of the screen here. The linebacker standing up at the bottom.
The outside linebacker here comes right around.
And untouched after that.
Yeah, and just stops him as he's starting to cut across the field and brings him down. Nice stop, nice play, nice defensive stand, Cape Central.
Yeah, so you can quickly tell where that play was designed. That play was going probably behind the right guard because Hamlin come in untouched. Nobody got a hand on him as he had a straight beeline for the quarterback. Pistol formation set here for Cape. And we've got another penalty.
I think we've started every drive with the penalty just about.
Yeah, tough start here. Offsides against Live for Life. Corey, we talked about it in the pregame. No hash marks, no lines. You may see some of that starting to show up here in this Flag Fest. Very tough in the early goings for both teams. Live for Life heavily penalized tonight. So 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Pistol formation again. There's a snap that is handed to Murray. He's up the middle for a couple on the play. Pickup of about 2. So that is down at the 46-yard line. In the area, Jackson up 30-6 now over Miller Career. Charleston up 14-0 over East Prairie. St. Genevieve a 7-0 lead over Festus. Crothersville up 14-6. Corey, Crothersville has been a very explosive offensive team this year.
Crothersville is one of those teams that come in like they had something to prove this year.
There's a play. That's a fake hand, and that's a complete pass there to Spain. He's got it up past the 50 into Hawk territory down at the 48-yard line. Very nice play there, Corey. That was just a fake hand and then roll out and hit the tight end in a flat.
Yeah, Jayton Spain just proved on that play there why he's a SEMO commit.
Well, that will take us to the end of the first quarter. It's Cape Central 7, Live for Life, nothing.
Real estate isn't just about houses, it's about people. I'm Leslie Kyle, and our team is ready to walk every step with you. Real estate is personal, and we treat it that way. Call us today.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Welcome back to Cape Central High School. Here is the Tigers hold a 7-0 lead and also hold the football there. Looks like in the game across town there in Jackson, they had a 40-yard touchdown throw over there on that game that put them up 12-0. They now lead 30-6 in that one.
Jackson is just one of those schools that you better not bet against because they're looking really good in Class 6 right now.
Yeah, I think they have a real shot at a state title there. They have played well so far. Looks like Dexter with the early lead in that one. That is 7-0, I do believe, up in Park Hills. And here is the Tigers back with football now, already in Hawk territory. Briar has two receivers to the bottom, at an extra back in there as a wing back. There's a snap that is handed to Murray, up and not much on the play, maybe a gain of 1. So Murray has had a good night so far, but trapped on that one.
Yeah, Live for Life had a good defensive stop. They're going to have to try to recoup, I guess you would, from their fourth down stop from last drive.
So 2nd and 9 here set. Here is Murray on the hand up the middle again. He bounces outside. No, that is a fake and throws it back behind himself. A flag on the play.
It's like he's going to cross over the line of scrimmage there.
So even crossing the line of scrimmage, he can throw the ball backwards, and I think that's the intended play. I don't know that this flag stands if that's the call.
Let's check it out here, see what we got.
So he can throw it behind. That ball's even.
I don't know if we had enough backwards movement on his hand there.
Yeah, I want to see, can we go back one more time and get that paused right there at about the point of the throw? I don't know if we can get that or not on replay. Yeah, they're going to wave that off.
We can get it one more time, maybe.
Looks like we're just going to stick with the action. Yeah, waved it off, so they go with the tackle spot instead. So the backwards pass, that went to Terrell Grove, I do believe.
It was awful close. I think you'd have been fine making that call either way.
So 3rd and 1, Murray, your tailback. There's the play. Look for this. Go up the middle, and they try to, and Live for Life is all over it. That is number 15 for the Hawks. Aiden Barber on the tackle. First man that hit him there. So 4th down, decision-making time for the Tigers. Out of field goal range, ball is at the 41.
He's bringing in, looks like maybe a punt team.
Yeah, I like the decision here to punt. Play the field position. Look, you're up 7-0, and you played a really good defensive game. Make the Hawks work for it.
I agree.
Back to receive the punt is Deshaun Moss. Deshaun Moss lost his sisters, that is Trinity. I would have to get her last name. Trinity lost her life earlier this year, and has dedicated his season to play for her as he looks to grab this punt and does not. He lets that stay, and they pick it up there. So Live for Life's going to pick that up. That is number 16 on the play, Tristan Short. He's going to push that up near the 20-yard line. So a good play gets it up. They're going to mark that short of it at about the 17. So they would have had it at the 1, and he got it to the 17.
Yeah, but smart decision to pick that up and just take the chance.
Yeah, and finishing the story on Deshaun Moss, great for that young man. What a tough situation. The loss of your younger sister, and to be able to come out and you want to dedicate your season to play for her, my heart goes out to the young man and his family as well. And this just happened a couple of short weeks ago, and for him now to be on the football plan and want to dedicate his season to her. Deshaun, from myself, from Corey, from all of us here at Aycorp Sports, good luck on your season, and man, great to see you on the field.
Yeah, I don't know that young man, but we have a connection there. I lost an older sibling a couple back in July of 2022. I'm sorry, and so I feel the pain for that young man, and kudos for you putting your helmet on and dedicating it to a purpose, and I'm sure she's proud watching down on you, bud.
So the Cardinals now trying to see. I think they're going to bring this ball back all the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if there was a penalty there, if they're saying he was down. I'm not real sure what was going on there. I know the whistle blew, and the official back here kind of held that spot.
So that is now placed back inside the 1 yard line, about the half-foot line. There it is. Hand to I'm trying to see. That is Jackson. He gets it up past the 10-yard line to about the 11, maybe the 12. So that looks like first down for the Hawks. So in an area they have struggled getting the ball started without penalties, they get a nice first down run there by Jackson. Double backs now beside the quarterback here. Here it is. Here's the snap. Isaiah gets it out quick. That is Key Henderson on the play. Upfield for a couple of pickup of, we'll say, 2 on the play. I believe 3, so that gets it up to the 15-yard line. So a 2nd and 7 here. Isaiah set again. He's got it. That's a hand to Jackson. He's got a blocker out in front. He's got room to go. Now up past the 30-yard line. He's going to push on near the 40, down at the 39-yard line. Corey, you got to love the way this young man runs the football.
Yeah, Seven Johnson runs that ball very physical, very hard. And what I like about him, Bobby, is he don't do a whole lot of dancing. He's just a straightforward kind of guy. He gets the ball, he sees an opening, and he turns on the jets and goes.
So starting all the way inside their 1 yard line, 38 yards so far on this drive picked up by Live for Life. There's a snap. That's going to be a fake hand all the way out to Wolford. He's got it. He's going to be up past the 40. Now first down to the past the 50, and they call him out of bounds at the Cape Central 47. Corey, the passes so far, except for one, has been quick. When do they strike downfield again?
Yeah, I think these little passes are kind of setting up for that long, deep pass down the field.
Here's the hand to Jackson. He is upfield. Nice hole there. Makes a break to the outside now, down to about the 32-yard line. Another first down for the Hawks. Well, and when I think about trying to go over the top, so once I said that, if we can pan back and watch the defensive setup on this next drive, a lot of cushion.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to look at the wide receivers. Look at the cushion they're given. They don't want to get beat over the top and deep. They want to make sure everything is underneath on the pass. Looking at the top of the screen, that's probably a 10-yard cushion there. So he's saying, look, you may beat me, but it's not going to be on the deep route. You're going to beat me on the
inside,
cut.
yeah.
Cushions everywhere on the field.
Which is not a smart, which is a very smart defensive stand by your defensive backs.
Yeah, Jackson again on the play.
When you have a receiver as fast as Woolfolk, also has being recruited by numerous of D1 schools, you want to give him a little bit of cushion. You don't want to be the man that gets beat deep by him.
Yeah, and they're basically playing, hat for hat out there with no safety over the top. I mean, they are playing man-to-man, it looks like, everywhere out there on that field. Now they do have safety set back deep. as they stay on a 3 wide. Here is the hand, goes to Jackson. He's going to bounce it outside now. Cuts it back inside, loses the football, and I think he grabbed it back. He does have it at the 29-yard line.
You know, it's like Chastain maybe got his hand in there. Yeah, got it out.
Yeah,
not B.J. Morse.
And that's a learning moment from the young running back. You've got to tuck that football in tight.
Fortunately, he was able to fall on that and keep the offensive drive going.
Here's the snap. They look to pass. They pass that. Wolford, nice play by Wolford on the reception. He is stacked up at the 20-yard line. So another first down on 3rd and short there for the Hawks.
He's not missed very much. I think the only one he's missed is that one that was overthrown, which wasn't his fault, but he is catching everything that is thrown his way.
He is an impressive young man out there.
Yeah.
Extremely athletic and mobile.
And that wasn't even really a good throw to him. You know, it should have been thrown inside. It's thrown a little bit to his outside, but his quickness, he turned and caught the ball and got a couple of yardage out, good positive yardage out of it.
So for the first time tonight, Cape Central's back is against the wall, and the Hawks are threatening. Here's the snap. That is a quarterback keeper there by Isaiah. He dives forward for a couple on the play. Seven Jackson will check back into the football game here. A couple more subs coming in for Lift for Life as well.
Lift for Life looking to get on the board. Make this ball game a 7-7 game.
Been a struggle in the early goings for them. Finally have put together a drive. Well, we're looking, I think that's going to have to be a delay of game or a timeout. I don't know if they got the timeout, not at delay of game.
Came from the back judge.
So play clock ran out, so that'll cost them 5 there. So everything they picked up on first down, they just lost, and a couple more. So 2nd and 13 for Lift for Life here. I'm going to tell you that they have drove no doubt the length of the football field in penalties in this early going.
Yeah, we're not keeping count up here, but it's 100 yards or better.
Here's a play that's going to go, and it's out to Wolfrick again, incomplete.
I think I jinxed the kid, Bobby. I shouldn't have said he's been catching everything.
Well, tough play for the young man, but I can tell you the way he moves and the way we have seen him tonight, that's a catchable ball, I'd say.
Yeah.
For a lot of players, that is a hard catch, but Wolfrick, I'm going to say that's one he probably says he would have.
That's an easy one for him.
So 3rd and long here for the Hawks. Can the Tigers stand and make it a stalled drive? Man in motion is Wolford. Here is the hand. It goes to Jackson, and he is gobbled up at the line for about a gain of 1. So now 4th and 12 coming up for the Hawks.
Jamie Adams for Cape Central there gets that stop.
Now, Live for Life has plenty of athletes, but they have not shown they focus a lot on kickers there. So we will see what they have. I think they're going to be in a situation they're going for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would almost have to. You're this close. You've proven you can throw off some pretty impressive plays with the run or the pass. So I think this is your best option here for Live for Life. Try to get on the score.
Here's Isaiah. He's got it. He's looking deep. He's got pressure coming. He evades it, throws over the middle, and it's called by Henderson. Henderson makes the catch at the 10. There is a flag in the backfield or in the defensive back area.
If this stands and it's not against Live for Life, I think he's going to have the first down.
He is right at the marker. Key Henderson able to go up and an ineligible downfield.
And I'm sure Coach Gibbs is going to decline it.
I think he's going to accept that. If it's a first down, he's going to accept, and that's what they're doing. They're going to accept this penalty to back him up.
Yeah, he would have got the first down. So, yep.
Yeah, Key Henderson, he landed inside the 10. So now backs him up with them to a 4th and 18. And they go for it again. Isaiah has work cut out for him here. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Here it is. He's got pass rush coming at him. He throws that, and it's down and incomplete. So that will be a turnover on downs. That was intended for number 17, Samir Morton.
Valiant effort there, too. I like that diving. He made that last-ditch effort to try to do what he could do to catch that ball.
You know, I thought that was going to be interesting there. Cape Central aggressive with their linebacker. They brought pressure right away. The offensive line for Live for Life has really struggled with Cape Central tonight up front. They have had several looks on the quarterback. Jackson now up 43-6 in their game. Dexter still shows 7-0. St. Genevieve up 21-6 in that one. Charleston up 20-0 over East Prairie.
14-6 Crothersville over Portageville. Papa
Here's
Bluff
a nice
7-0.
run up the middle there by Murray, so he is near the first down marker.
Yeah, Papa Bluff 7-0 up over Kennett, and still no score on the New Madrid-Sykeston game.
Yeah, after seeing Kennett last week, I thought Bryce Dobbs, a defensive end for Poplar Bluff Mules over there, he's had a fine season coming off the edge. I thought the pressure he would show Kennett's quarterback this weekend would definitely affect that game, and I had Bluff picked in that one this week for my Pick'em high school scores. Here's the play, and it's handed to Murray again inside. He is wrapped up that time very well on the play. That is number 15 for the Hawks, Aiden Barber on the tackle. So a 3rd and manageable here, 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. Keep in mind they've had a couple of nice plays to Jathan Spain tonight. He is a tight end at the top of the screen.
Semo commit, just right up the street.
Pistol formation set here for Murray. Behind his quarterback. Here he is. He's going to take that upfield. He has got the first down. I do believe he does. So first down Tigers, they will move the chains.
Looks like 30, 34 on the stop. Rashad Cross.
Yeah, I had that confused with 31 Hamlin, who made that big play earlier, so Cross in on that play. Cape Central, first down yardage here, 1st and 10. They're set. Here is the hand of Murray, and he is tied up in the backfield. Timing off on that play, Corey, on the high snap.
Yeah, I don't know if there was some confusion on what was going on or if it was just kind of a bad snap, but some timing issues there definitely delayed that play for a no gain. Actually, a loss of about 1.
Yeah, Rashad Cross again in on that tackle for the Hawks. Clock under 2 minutes here in the second quarter. 2nd and 11. McGuire has that. He's going to roll near side. Looks to throw, gets it downfield, and it is caught. That is caught, and the ball pops out. They're going to say incomplete now. That pass intended for number 1.
Terrell Grove.
Terrell Grove. We're going to get another chance to look to that in and out of the hands of Grove. Yeah, never did secure the football.
But credit to Mark Hayes there, number 10, for Live for Life. I mean, he stayed on him as well. I mean, he, as soon as that ball hit his hands, he was on him.
Here it is, 3rd and 11. Here's the play. They're going to pass again. He's got pressure all over him. Incomplete on the attempted screen there. And there's a flag thrown.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on 50 for Cape Central over here. Looks like there's a lot of extracurricular over here about where that flag is at. I just don't know if it's on. I know 50 was in it and looked like maybe 19 for Live for Life, but I don't know.
Well,
it's always the last one that gets the flag, so I don't know who the last one was in this case.
The comical deal there, the guy in a black hat, Jimmy Smith, he threw the flag and it actually hit the Live for Life player, and he throws his hands out, so he quickly goes over to apologize as he is trying to throw. He's throwing the flag at the spot, so he has to get over and pick it up and then reset the flag. So It looks like a personal foul against Cape Central on that flag. So the discussion still goes, and they will mark off the yardage. Corey, from where I sit, I cannot see the board great. I want to believe the Hawks have 2, maybe 3 timeouts left. I cannot see that for certain.
I think there's 3 up there.
So they have 3 timeouts to work with. Is this is a sure punting situation? The board shows 4th down up there. So the Hawks will punt this away. That is Moss. He stands at his 35. He's pretty deep, so I'm guessing film says they think Cape Central has a good punter.
He delivered a good
punt. And he drops the football. He's going to run it and may get the first. He's got a lot of room to run, and he's up to the 45, near the 50. He's got the first down. A muffed punt turns into a running first down situation for the Cape Central Tigers. That is number 29, Alex Owasco, I'm going to say, and I'm sure I got that wrong, but a first down run for the Cape Central Tigers on a messed up punt situation.
Yeah, let's check it out right here on replay. He just picked it up, nothing but green grass. And I think before they realized what was going on, Live for Life realized what was going on, he was already at the first down marker.
Yeah, just too late before they realized it. So Cape Central now 121 to work with. I believe they have all 3 timeouts left. And we've got a pause in action here. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be a timeout, Cape Central. Folks, we will step aside as well. We will be back in 30 here on Aycorp Sport.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Welcome back here to Cape Central High School, and a fumbled punt turns into a first down run for the Tigers. They have got the football near midfield with 121 or 126 now the clock's reset to work with here. And what a turn of events, as it looks like the Hawks are going to get back in good field position to work with, and now yet it's Cape Central in good field position. McGuire waits the snap. Here it is. He's going to look to pass. He's going to throw that. It is going to be complete to number 3. He has got that, and not going to be a first down. Only about a pickup of 5 on the play. That is number 3 is Martavion Robinson for the Tigers. They do have a big leg on the sidelines. Is Cape Central.
Yeah, you got to be thinking if he, obviously he wants to score, but you got to be thinking if he's trying to put his kicker in a good position.
Here is going to be the hand to Murray. He's going to get it up. That is first down yardage there, so the clock will stop to move the chains. So first down for Murray is they will reset the ball at the 37-yard line. Clock winds there. And we've got a stop in action. Timeout. That's an interesting one. Timeout by Live for Life, as they call that one there. Corey, we're going to keep it here. We're going to try to research on our side, see what kind of scores we can update you on in the area before we go to the half.
I think I have a few updated here. It looks like I've got a St. Vincent 13-0 over Grandview. I've got 20-0 Charleston over East Prairie. I don't know if that was a. I still don't have anything from Sikeston and New Madrid. Valley still 21-0. 44-6 Jackson over Miller. I think that's an updated score there. And I don't have anything else coming in from the area. So that's all I have at the moment. Bob, you got anything on Dexter?
Do not, but I will check and see if I can track anything down on that one.
I'm showing 14-7 at the half, and I don't know if that's updated.
Yeah, I believe that may be updated there if it's 14-7 there. Who do you have on top on that one?
Dexter. Dexter on top. Park Hills Central 14-7 at the half is what it's showing on Score Stream.
Yeah, I show 14-7 as well for Dexter, so they are up at the half, 14-7.
Again, a battle of District 1 there.
Cape Central, 42 seconds left to work with here. 2 timeouts on their board. Ball is inside the 40-37. Here's the snap. McGuire throws that out. That is complete to Spain. He's got it. First down yards up to the 25-yard line, out at the 24. So Cape Central, a nice play there. Only took him 7 seconds, Corey.
Yeah, and he found his target, Jathan Spain. We've mentioned it several times here tonight. SEMO commit as a tight end. Very good route run, very good throw by the quarterback. Picks up the first down. And nonetheless, Bobby, I think they've put their kicker in a pretty good situation here. If something happens, they can't get into the end zone.
Yeah, they were out of bounds, so clock did stop on the play. Here it is. That is Murray. He's going to take that far side, and he's trying to find a seam and does. Gets it up inside the 20. Out of bounds again. That's going to take him down to the 17-yard line, I believe.
That was a very, very good block there by number 23, Deshaun Sims, for Cape Central. If we'll get a replay of it, we'll be able to see him on the outside here. I don't know if we can or not. But he picked up that defender over here on the side, just delivered a good block and got a couple extra yards there.
And if you're left for life, you've got to try to get him down inside or inbounds and let him go out of bounds. You know, you're stopping the clock, saving timeouts. That just makes a game plan for the Tigers. Cape Central again waiting the snap here. Here it is. They will pass. McGuire looks. He's going to throw it toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. Almost picked off by Moss there, in and out of the hands of Deshaun Moss.
Yeah, very good defensive play there by Moss. Obviously, he would like to come up with the interception, but he saved a touchdown there from Cape Central.
Yeah, very good athlete is Moss. He has been looked at, I believe, by Cincinnati and also South Dakota State as well.
Cincinnati Bearcats, the College of the Kelsey brothers.
So 24 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 2 situation for Cape Central. Here it is. Going to pass. McGuire looks. Screen play, and it's thrown, and it's picked off. Picked off by number 7, and he fumbles. And it's Cape Central recovery. What a series of events. That was a pick by number 70, Christopher Kellum, and then he fumbles the football.
Yeah, and Bree, let's see, Clemens there. I think it was Clemens, picks up the fumble.
Yeah, I think he fumbled that off of his own side of his body.
It was Murray. Murray comes up with the fumble recovery. But, yeah, I think you're right. I think he little unfamiliar territory there, turned into a running back and kind of fumbles it.
Yeah, and again, that turns into a stop clock situation for Cape Central Tigers. So they are in great position right here to do something with the football.
And resets their downs.
Mark Hayes, it looked like he's a little shaken up on the play, so we've got a timeout for him as he comes off the field.
Yeah, Aiden McGuire looks like he's also shaken up for Cape Central.
So we will get a check of what's going on there. Here we go. We are set to go 1st and 10 now. So it was first down, the screen pass, the ball was sitting at about the 16-yard line, I believe. So now it's first down and the ball at the 19. So they lost 3 yards and still have first down. So new quarterback in on the play here. You would have to expect a handoff to Murray with a new quarterback in this situation. And now we've got a stop in the action. There's a flag near the end zone there, dropped by the back judge. I believe delay of game against Cape Central there backs them up 5.
And the penalties, Bobby, we've mentioned it before, but the penalties for both teams just keep racking up on the penalty yardage.
At this point in the season, it's a little surprising. Even though, Live for Life does not have the practice fields of it, it's late in the season for this many penalties. Here's a hand up the middle to Murray. Not a whole lot of room as he is gobbled up quickly there by Live for Life. So decision-making time, I believe they're going to let this clock tick down and take a timeout, probably around 3 seconds for the field goal. And they do. The clock is at 2 seconds, so that is going to set up the field goal situation for number 16. That is wrong team. That is Joey Charlton. So he is on for the 3 points as this timeout is taking place.
He had the leg last time, just a little, shanked it a little left. Let's see if he can redeem himself, I guess. And see, you're looking at about a 30.
Ball sits at the 24, so if you add 7 to it, that's going to be, what, 32-yard line?
Yeah, about a 32, 33-yarder here.
So the ball will be placed there on the snap and then the 10 yards. So that's still 42 yards to kick it with the 10 yards in the end zone as well. Second attempt. Corey, I'm going to let you see if you can dig through stats really quickly and see what he has made for the season if you have it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but just trying to get those numbers. And we're struggling to find them together, so we may skip that because the ball is placed at the 31. And a timeout there. Live for Life will take that. So, Corey, we've been redeemed. We're going to have the chance to look this numbers up if we have it.
Yeah, if I don't have it, I will try to find it during halftime and see if I can get what he's got on the season. I don't believe they're going to have the kicks on there for the area, but I will try to see if I can't find it somewhere.
Folks, the SEMO Sports Zone with Drew and Dave podcast gives you all the scores and insight on Southeast Missouri High School football. Every Monday, join Andrew Moore and David Jenkins for insight into local high school sports and maybe some other subjects as well. You can find them on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and to see them as well as hear them on SEMO Sports Zone YouTube channel. Corey, I check in every Monday and click through that and listen to the podcast as well to catch myself up on other area games and numbers going on around the area.
I really like, that's something they started last year, and it's kind of really grown since last year, which you expect it to, but I really like how they break down every team that they talk about. They even have some coaches on there that talk. They really do a good job with this podcast. It's really informative for high school area football and even sports.
So here we are, back to the action. Charlton, the kick, it's up. It is good, and he's good from the 31-yard line, so that sends us to the half. It's Cape Central 10, Live for Life nothing. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports.
Hey, Big Chief. I know you're used to spending Christmas with one of us, but this year you get to spend Christmas with both of us.
We just want to spend our special days with you. You understand, right?
Well, I mean, everything's so different this year, but I mean, it sounds like I'm getting 2 Christmases. Oh wait, does that mean I have to make double the graphics this year?
Yep, good luck.
Hi, I'm Leslie Kyle with Young Real Estate. This listing is one you need to see.
Escape to 24 acres of dense woods and open space in Zalma, Missouri, ideal for hunting, outdoor adventure, and solitude.
Let's make it yours. Call or text today. Real estate isn't just about houses, it's about people. I'm Leslie Kyle, and our team is ready to walk every step with you. Real estate is personal, and we treat it that way. Call us today.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed. For real.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money. But we do protect it, like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This listing is one you need to see.
Escape to 24 acres of dense woods and open space in Zalma, Missouri, ideal for hunting, outdoor adventure, and solitude.
Let's make it yours. Call or text today. Real estate isn't just about houses, it's about people. I'm Leslie Kyle, and our team is ready to walk every step with you. Real estate is personal, and we treat it that way. Call us today.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
Hey, Big Chief. I know you're used to spending Christmas with one of us, but this year you get to spend Christmas with both of us.
You know, we just want to spend our special days with you. You understand, right?
Well, I mean, everything's so different this year, but I mean, it sounds like I'm getting 2 Christmases. Oh wait, does that mean I have to make double the graphics this year?
Yep, good luck.
Hi, I'm Leslie Kyle with Young Real Estate. This listing is one you need to see.
Escape to 24 acres of dense woods and open space in Zalma, Missouri, ideal for hunting, outdoor adventure, and solitude.
Let's make it yours. Call or text today. Real estate isn't just about houses, it's about people. I'm Leslie Kyle and our team is ready to walk every step with you. Real estate is personal and we treat it that way. Call us today.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed.
for real.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. visit us at fscb.com.
Ready, set, let's go. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up, going all the way up. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I've been on the way up cause I know I'm popping. Hits, no misses. Clean up like the dishes. Ain't no point telling me to stop cause I won't listen. Every level got a new devil. I'ma give him hell cause I'm leveling up. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level, leveling up.
Welcome back to Cape Girardeau. It is halftime here. 10-0 Tigers lead this one. And Corey, maybe the bigger story development at halftime is the quarterback situation for Cape Central right now. Looks like they may have a new quarterback we're looking at here in the second half.
Yeah, it looks like number 15, Josie Seaball. He looks like he is a freshman, 5'9", 150-pound freshman coming in. He's been warming up like he's going to play quarterback. I think, we saw Aiden McGuire come out there towards the end of the first half with some type of injury, so we don't know if he's going to be healthy enough to go or maybe even start the half.
Yeah, I think if we went back on that, I think McGuire was hit on that last play he was in, fell back and hit his head. I believe he was taken off on the cart, and that leads you to believe possible concussion. I don't want to stipulate really on that, but leading me to believe that possibly. Also, their second-string quarterback is out with a concussion. So now this would be Cape Central's third-string quarterback, a freshman, taking snaps. He has not attempted a pass all season long. So a situation to keep an eye on into this game. However, it really doesn't matter if Live for Life can't move the football for the penalty flags.
That's right. Penalties we didn't keep track of penalties versus yardage, but I would be willing to bet that each team, Cape Central and Live for Life, had probably 100 yards worth of penalties that first half. It was just very sloppy for this late in the season on both sides of the ball. Penalties racked up. We saw unsportsmanlike penalties. We saw personal foul penalties coming in late. We saw a bunch of offsides, illegal substitutions. Ineligible man downfield we saw quite a bit of. Just whatever kind of penalty you can have, we had it in the first half. And they just got it. Both teams has got to clean that up if they want to have success on moving the football a little bit better this half.
No doubt. Folks, other scores in the area to catch you up on. Jackson up 51-6 over Miller Career. Dexter up now 21-7 over Park Hill Central. St. Genevieve 21-6 over Festus. It is Charleston 28-0 in that game over East Prairie. Cape Central here up 10-0 over Live for Life. It is Poplar Bluff up 21-0 over Kennett. Sykeston up 31-12 over New Madrid. Boy, Corey, they have needed that one. They have been on the struggle bus for a while this year, so Sykeston getting a good push there. Crothersville still showing 14-6, so no update on a while in that one. Corey, I want to see if you can track some updates down on that game for us. And no other scores reporting. So really the only one lagging right now we don't have a true update on is Crothersville-Portersville. Last we had, that was in the first quarter at 14-6.
I'll try to get us an update on that as soon as I can. Also, I promised you guys stats on Joey Charlton. He is 4 for 6 on the season and counting his 2 field goals tonight, with his longest being 47 yards.
Here is the kick. It's away. That is Murray taking the kick there at the 5. Brings that out now up past the 20, out to the 25-yard line. He is taken down there. So that is where the Cape Central Tigers will start out with their first drive here in the third quarter. And indeed, coming out, it is going to be number 15. That is Josie Seaball for the Cape Central Tigers, I do believe. There he comes on the field. You see the rest of the team, and he'll be coming into the picture right there on your left right there. So the freshman quarterback, what a situation for him to be in. So right off the bat, you got to think Murray, correct?
Yeah. I would think handing off to Murray. I would think he's probably going to be the workhorse of this half here.
Yeah, so if I'm thinking you're looking to hand off to Murray, the first thing I'm going to do is 5 and out with a tight end,
That's
maybe,
right.
just to get you off kilter there. Here's Seaball's first snap of the third here. He's got it. He hands that to Murray up the middle, and spin move by Murray gets him up for positive yards. Pickup of about 5 on the play. So nice pickup for Murray on first down. And now the Cape Central has, I believe that is Murray down on the play. Boy, you talking about things could go from bad to worse. That is Murray down on the play. Folks, I don't like to stay on air when a player is injured. We're going to step aside and let them take care of that. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
It's close.
He's up. He is up, and we are back here as they've got Murray on his feet. Walking off, holding that left arm pretty gingerly, so shoulder somewhere in that elbow, we don't know, but sure seems to be holding that arm very carefully.
Yeah, Bobby, you and I were talking over break there. You know, quarterback went out. Now your running back goes out. You know, hopefully he can get back in the game before the half, but this might be a momentum shifter here.
Yeah, kind of watching as he goes to the bench. I'm wondering if that may not be a shoulder. I think he may have just got a stinger or hit that shoulder wrong right there. We'll keep an eye on the situation down low. There's a snap, high snap, handled well there. That is a run upfield by number 23, the new running back, and that is Deshaun Sims for the Cape Central Tigers. Pickup of about 1 on the play. So 3rd and 4 for the Tigers here. Corey, we might see the first pass attempt. I'm going to guess it's going to stay on the ground here. Looks like number 22 is a running back in this situation. That is Malik Boyd.
Yeah, if it is a pass attempt, I think it's going to go out to your tight end there. Just kind of like a little tight end dump or a screen.
Here's Boyd, the deep back. He's got it, and he's got it upfield. Nice yards there. First down for the Tigers. Nice burst of speed there by Boyd.
Yeah, that's just the kind of fresh air that Cape Central needed to keep this drive alive.
Now Boyd, only a sophomore, so he gets his first section. 5'7", 160 they have him listed there.
That Portageville-Crothersville game, 27-14 Crothersville at the half. So a little bit closer than we anticipated with that game, Bobby.
Yeah, Crothersville's a good team, but boy, Portageville also, they have hung tough this year.
They're scrappy. New coach, Aaron Bidwell coming in.
That is Spain in motion there, set for a run play here. There's a fake hand. They're going to toss it out to Spain. He's got it upfield and near the 45, stays on his feet now up to the 47, now midfield. Spain carries a few with him. Big first down for the Tigers. Well, Corey, that was a pass play we talked about just a few plays later, and it's his first completion for the young quarterback, Seaball.
Yeah, and what no better target than Jathan Spain. He's gonna turn your pass into a lot of yardage. He just proved on that there why.
Yeah, big congratulations to Seaball. His first high school career completion, I do believe. If so, he'll never forget it.
No, to a college commit.
Yeah, as a freshman. He is set again, and he gets him to jump. Man, impressive so far to start this drive for Cape. The good hard count, and he gets him to jump, so he'll pick up 5 free yards on the play. Reset now, 1st and 5 for Cape Central as they keep moving the ball. Seaball has Boyd behind him. He will await the snap here. That is handed to Boyd, and he trips and falls. So that is going to be a loss on a play of about 3 to 4. So that is going to bring up I believe, a third and 9 situation.
Yeah,
second and 9 is 1st and 5, so second and 9 here.
If he tripped over a lineman's foot or if he tripped over his own foot back there.
Yeah, I think it's his own. It had been his feet or the quarterback's feet. He was not to the line yet. So 2nd and 9 for the Tigers now. 3 wide at the top. Here's a play. That's going to be a screen pass, and it's short hopped, incomplete. Intended for number 1. That is Grove. Yeah, that would have been an interesting. That's close to it. I don't know that it was a backwards pass. I think it was still forward, but he did short hop his receiver. So
I think his momentum was a little bit forward on that.
Puts us in a 3rd and 9 situation now for the Tigers. First true challenge for the young freshman quarterback Seaball. Here's a play. He turns around, gives that to Boyd. He's got room to the low side here. He's got a cut back over the middle and down near the 30-yard line. Boyd pushes forward all the way down to about the 26-yard line.
And the young sophomore running back shows an impressive effort and speed there to pick up the first down for Cape Central.
3rd and 9 is no problem for the running back, number 22, Malik Boyd. Sykeston showing some fight and life here early in this 3rd quarter on their first drive. Drive is pushing near 4 minutes. Here's a snap, handed to Boyd again, and Lift for Life eats him up at the line there. Tackle for a loss. That is a first man to hit him is number 51 for the Hawks, and that is
Dalen Rice.
Dalen Rice.
Dalen Rice.
So that sends them for a loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and 14 now for the Tigers. Only one attempt out to the wide receivers, and at this point, Corey, I think everybody for Lift for Life is going to say, you know what, I don't think it's going to a wide out at this point. I think they're going to start keying on Boyd. There's a play. That's going to be a pass play, and he's fumbled the football, and Lift for Life will take him down again for a loss. That is number 44 for the Hawks in there. That is DeZavion Williams on the tackle. So what looked like a promising threat has stalled now for the Tigers. It is 3rd and 20 on the board, and right now for Seaball, it looks like a 3rd and forever.
Yeah, let's see what this young quarterback and running back can pull out of their hats here.
I think the target is a 30-yard line. If you get from there, you got a chance for the field goal. Here's a snap for Seaball. He's going to look. He's going to throw it downfield in a double coverage and knocked away and incomplete. That is number 6. Looks like Cameron Hurst maybe on the deflection. I believe Hurst was out for tonight's game, but that is a number 6. If it's not Hurst, it may be somebody else with the jersey on, but incomplete.
I like the effort there. I like the throw. A little risky throwing it in a double coverage.
Yeah, and I didn't like the throw where it was in a double coverage.
Yeah.
Seeing that just, hey, check it down. If it's me, I'm probably running the football there, see if I can pick up 4 to 5 and get it to the 30-yard line with the leg they had. But they did not, so they were in a punting situation. Snap is good. Kick short. It is going to tumble forward and all the way down near the goal line, and they cover. They cover at about the 2-yard line. So a great punt there again for Cape Central, and Lift for Life starts them with their back against the goal line one more time.
Yeah, that punt has really worked out for Cape Central. I believe both times they've punted the ball, it's been down there at about the 1 or 2 yard line. So they're not giving Lift for Life much very good field position, and it ends up working out for Cape Central.
Well, Phoenix Isaiah will have a chance to start the third quarter here with his first drive, 6:53 on the clock. It's been a struggle, to say the least, for the Hawks tonight. They have shown promise with Seven Jackson, the sophomore running back. He has put up good numbers so far. Here's a snap. Hand goes to Jackson. He's going to push far side and gets it upfield for maybe about 2 yards on the play up to near the 5. So a little bit of breathing room there for the Hawks.
Yeah, he gets them off. He gets them off the goal line there.
They will reset here. Probably another situation you'll see Jackson again here. They need more breathing room. There it is, Jackson. He's going to be behind some runners. Good yards there. Jackson now up past the 10 and 15 and down near the 20-yard line. So a nice pickup and first down for the Hawks there.
Yeah, nice run by Seven Jackson.
He just really got up behind a couple of blockers there and pushed forward. Keeps the legs moving. Here's Jackson again. He's got the hand right up off guard there, and another good pickup of about 4 on the play. Corey, they're sticking inside behind the guard on a lot of these runs.
Yeah, inside up the middle, he's behind the guard. It seems to be working for him, 4 or 5 yards a pop. That last run he ripped off there. That Cape Central defender on that was number 44, Iverson Dorsey. Gets in there and makes the stop.
And it looked like Dorsey just checked out after that stop. So 2nd and 5 the situation. Phoenix has it. Hands again to Jackson, right behind the guard and nowhere to go. And taken down on that play, that is 23. Deshaun Sims on the tackle for the Tigers.
Yeah, he just got back there, made a great stop, and it looks like the up the middle run for Live for Life is being stalled right now by that Cape Central defensive front.
So 3rd and medium here. Let's see what Isaiah has up his sleeve. Key Henderson, your slot receiver at the bottom of the screen here. Here's the play. He looks toward Henderson. Nowhere to go with it there. He's got pressure. Now he's pushed out. Long throw down the field to Wolford and incomplete. And here comes the flag. Yeah, he had him hooked as Wolford tried to make a play. Now, here's the interesting part. I don't think Wolford was going to catch that football. I think it was over his head, but he was locked up with a defender, and that was an easy flag there.
Yeah. Sometimes, which obviously the defender probably doesn't realize the pass was not catchable. He locks him in the front of the shoulder pads there on the numbers, pulls him away from the ball. But I'm with you, Bobby. I don't believe the pass would have been a catchable pass anyway. The defender could have just let him go on that. Unfortunately, in the state of Missouri or NFHS rules, there's no such thing as a non-catchable pass. So defenders find themselves in that situation all the time.
So we'll continue that thought here in just a minute after this play. Here's the hand goes to Jackson, and he's going to get it upfield for a couple yards, maybe 3 on the play. So Corey, you were an official, so you're saying there's no such thing in high school football as an ineligible pass. It's not catchable. If it's thrown, it's a penalty.
Yeah, NFHS says all passes are catchable. Even though it's going to be way thrown over your head, if I grab you and pull you back, it's an interference on my part.
So very interesting rule, and that's coming from what, you were 3 years maybe removed from officiating?
Yeah, this is my 2nd full year off of it. I spent 11 years out there.
So interesting information I did not know, so I've learned something here tonight. Here's Isaiah. He's going to look downfield. He's got a man. He goes deep. He and his Wolford overthrown again, incomplete.
He has Wolford wide open there. If he'll take just a little bit off of his pass, we're going to have some deep balls to the end zone.
Yeah, they haven't taken a ton downfield tonight. The last one downfield, that was initially going to be going to Key Henderson, and they just flushed the quarterback and had it covered well. So really on the 2nd attempt going deep tonight. And he's had coverage beat. Yeah. It's just been overthrown footballs. Third and 5 situation. Here's the snap. Isaiah passes that out. It is caught by Henderson. He is up and near the first down marker. Out of bounds, just short. It's going to be probably a 4th and 2 here for the Hawks. Key Henderson, nice frame for a wide receiver out there.
So if I'm Live for Life here, 4th down, your passes really, I mean, you're converting on your short passes a little bit. I might try that, but I think I'm gonna tip my gamble here with 7 Jackson.
There's Phoenix up the middle, and he's got it. Phoenix Isaiah's got the big first down and more as he trots past the 40 down to the 37.
We have a flag in the middle, possibly a hold, block in the back or something. You got to think right in there where that play happened at.
So now first down yardage, is that going to be a spot foul if it's a hold from the 46?
It should be a spot foul, yes.
Yeah, so that would back them up 10. So that's going to be negative yards if so. Cape Central claps, so it's looking like it's going to go against the Hawks.
It's a hold on Live for Life.
It is indeed. So that backs them up from the 46, 10 yards. They had the first, so now it's going to be about a 4th, and we're going to say 6, maybe 7 to go on this. 4th and 6.
I think you're going to have to maybe give it, I think they're going to be expecting Phoenix to have that ball this time and to run it like he did just now. So I think you're going to do a little something different here.
I'm going to go slot right here. Number 1, Wolford. I think it's going to be a screen pass. It's soft coverage on Wolford. I think he's going to back up and take the screen. And they do not, and that's going to be a pass downfield. That is caught for the first down. Number 14, he steps out of bounds. That is Xavier Avent for the first down.
Name we've not seen much tonight, but he came in big when they needed him.
Yeah, they had us all fooled on a play. I was looking in a totally different direction.
I wasn't expecting 14 there at the top of the screen. I wasn't expecting him to kind of do a little hooking out.
They pulled everybody back in tight for this formation here for Live for Life. There's a play. Hand goes to Jackson, and they fumble the football there, and it's picked up by Jackson on it at the 50-yard line.
It's the small mistakes like that, Bobby, that's going to keep them from getting some good momentum going with that run game.
And I'm going to tell you, as I've watched the game evolve tonight, today, Corey, I don't see Live for Life being able to beat a Valley Catholic today.
Not with as many penalties and mistakes. Yeah, Valley Catholic, Judd Nager, and all those guys down there, they're going to have their number when they get to the time to play them.
Yeah, you just can't win football games when you have this many penalties against good quality teams. Here's the snap. He's going to look to pass, nowhere to go, and he's just going to run this football. Good decision here by Phoenix. He's got it up past the 40 now, inside the 35, out at about the 34-yard line. So Isaiah Phoenix, a large pickup there on first down. Or on third down. Now it's first down. Yeah. So that was a long scamper for first there, and he got it.
Very Patrick Mahomes type quarterback scamper there.
And he's a thrower first, and that's what Cape Central was looking for, the pass. And he finally realized that, hey, I've got a lot of green grass, and went for it. Here's the play. He'll look to pass again. He gets that out quick. That is Key Henderson on the catch. Good for a pickup of about 7 on the play. So they will get that spotted, and now Live for Life yet threatens again. They have not been able to score yet tonight.
Doing a good job at keeping their drive alive and inching closer to the end zone, though.
Here's a hand to Jackson. He bounces that outside. He's going to have the first down, and here comes a flag in. That is in the area of a hold.
Come from all the way on the sideline over there, the linesman.
And it is a hold against Live for Life, so that's going to back that up 10.
The old saying, Bobby, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. That's kind of what's happening for Live for Life here. Every time they get that first down, get a good push for a first down, somebody does something in the middle there, a hold or something, and it brings it back. Got to clean that up a lot if you want to stay in this ball game.
Yeah, a couple of yards forward and 10 yards back, it seems to be for them tonight.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out a way to clean it up if they want to get on the board here.
Second and long now, 2nd and 13. Formation pulled in a little tight, stacked receivers to the bottom. Henderson in motion. That's a faked hand. He's going to look downfield. He's got a man deep. He's going to throw it to Woolfolk, and over his head again, incomplete. And another missed opportunity at the end zone there.
He's got an arm. I will give him that. He's got an arm, but he's got to learn to pull it back a little bit.
Yeah, the timing just hadn't been there tonight on that deep pass over the middle, or over the top, rather.
And Cape Central's kind of almost got like a little double team going on Woolfolk over there. So, I mean, that kind of, you know, he's taking a little bump there from the line from 2 defenders, so that's slowing him down a little bit. That quarterback's just got to get his timing down better with him.
3rd and 13 now, passing situation. Here it is. Isaiah throws that. It is caught there. What a play by Jackson. 7 Jackson with a fine catch up the sideline.
Yeah, and that was a great throw also by Phoenix Isaiah. Just put it right there at the chest inside. Great throw, great catch. A little bit shy of the first down marker, but I think they'll get it right here.
So 4th and 1 situation. You got to think this may go to Jackson on the run. Watch for the hard count. If they do not get it, I'm expecting Jackson. Here it is. That's going to be Isaiah himself. He's got the first down inside the 20, down to the 18.
Fresh set of downs for Lift for Life.
Now, understand this for Lift for Life, too. As I talked to Coach Woolfolk before the game, he did tell me, I think 2 linemen were out for tonight's contest.
Yeah, is that the 2 that were South Dakota commits?
No, two totally different guys there. There's Jackson again. He's up the middle. He's got a little room to the outside, spins it inside the 10, still on his feet, and will push forward to about the 9-yard line. So first time inside the 10-yard line tonight for Live for Life.
Keep it clean, keep your penalties down, and I think you'll get on the board here.
Corey, a lot of time has come off this clock. We're almost through the 3rd. Isaiah for the snap. He's got it, hands to Jackson. He's got it up the middle, pushes forward down to the 6-yard line. So it'll stay 2nd and goal there. Cape Central trying to stand. They want to bend but not break here.
Coach Woolfolk really doing a good job at eating away the time on the clock.
Yeah, shows first down on the far marker over there, I do believe, Corey. So
yeah.
I think it's 1st and goal now. That was the first down for him. Here's a play, goes inside to Jackson. He's got that down to just inside the 5-yard line. I don't like that play. You don't extend that ball and make it that exposed this early. That's not a touchdown. You only gained maybe a yard on that.
Yeah, you worked hard to get to where you're at. Let's protect the football a little bit more. If you have to go down, a yard short, you just have to go down a yard short.
So 2nd and goal from the 5 now for the Hawks.
End of the 3rd.
So that does in the 3rd. That will take us to the 4th. It's still Cape Central 10, Live for Life nothing. We will be back for the 4th in a few.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Welcome back for 4th quarter action. It is senior night here in Cape Girardeau As recognizing seniors here tonight, area scores in the area right now. Jackson 65-6 over Miller Career. Dexter up in the fourth, 21-14 in that contest. St. Genevieve 42-14 over Festus. Charleston 34-6 over East Prairie. Also Poplar Bluff now 34-0 over Kennett. Sykeston, the last we have is 31-12. You may have something different on that, Corey. And the Crothersville, I think you've got an update on that one.
34-14 Crothersville, middle of the third quarter. So Crothersville looks like they're starting to pull away with that one a little bit. I will work on trying to get an updated score of Jackson and New Madrid. Correction, Sykeston and New Madrid.
Here's the hand. That goes with Wolfer. Going on a twist. He's got a man missed there. Another man missed. Dives in. Touchdown. Lift for life. They finally find Pater on the first play of the fourth quarter, and it's Wolford in for the touchdown.
Yeah, no better person to give it to than Wolford. He's going to get you in the end zone. He just proves it there. Cape Central, 10. Lift for life, 6. Look like they're going to go for the field goal here, but nonetheless, the Hawks are back in this ball game, Bobby. They are on the board.
Yeah, the hop, skip, and dive for Wolford, and he is in. And I would think they would want to go for the extra point. That way a field goal could tie if they needed it. Well, I think they're set up in a power package. They're not going for the field goal. They're going for 2 here. Here's a play. It's going to go all the way outside for Jackson, and he's in. So that is the 2-point conversion. So now that closes a 10-8 ball game here. So an impressive drive. They kept it together for Live for Life. Not a ton of penalties. I think 2 on that drive, but they survived them both. And a lot of that was on the legs of either Jackson or of Phoenix Isaiah.
Right. Yeah, and then, of course, right there at the end, you got Wolford getting in for the score for him. But, it's kind of, we'll go back and talk. You got to clean up your penalties. You still kind of had a lot of time ate off your clock. You gained a lot of yardage, but you also went back several yardage for penalties. So you really got to clean that up, keep doing what you're doing. Right now we've got a ball game.
Yeah, and don't forget, this lies right now on the shoulders of a freshman quarterback for the Cape Central Tigers.
And a sophomore running back.
And a sophomore running back. Good point. So the 2 guys who are going to be key, the ball is likely going to hit their hands most every play here. I mean, this is big moments for these 2 young Tigers. We were set to see kickoff here. It is. It's a low grounder up the middle, received at the 30-yard line, and that's going to be brought up. Good return up to the 44-yard line. So Cape will have a good start there.
It's like Izzy Bridges with the return on that.
First time we've been able to call his name tonight on the up kick. So Seaball back out, and his team is clinging to a 2-point lead here in the fourth.
Let's look down the roster here, Bobby. Coach Gibbs has got a very sophomore-heavy football team here.
Yeah, so a young team, the future could be bright, especially if they can hold together the linemen there. Here's a play that is a hand right there coming near side, and that is not going to go for very many yards for Boyd. Picked up 1 on the play to the 45. Corey, if you're Live for Life, right here is where your athletes have to turn it on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and also I'm focusing in on my younger guys or your kind of your weak links there, not a whole lot of experience. I'm gonna focus in on them. The ball is gonna touch their hands 90% of the time. I'm gonna try to close in on that and shut that down.
Looks like Dexter is up 21-14. 6 minutes left in that game.
It was a good game in Central.
Here's Boyd again with the run, coming to the outside, and he has stopped at just shy of the 50, so that will bring up a 3rd and medium right here. Probably about a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 situation. And a false start, so it's not even going to bring that up. So from a 2nd and 8, it will go to 2nd and 13 now.
It'll negate that play.
It's a tough situation. The game can tighten right here on young players. Want to see how the young freshman quarterback Seaball responds here. Pistol formation. Back behind him is Boyd. Here's a snap. Goes to Boyd up the middle. He's got a nice little run there. Back up to just past the original line of scrimmage, and a flag comes in. So at the end of that play, we're going to expect an unsportsmanlike. We do not know who it's going to go against.
Either that or maybe a face mask there as he's going to the ground.
Now, the flag is at the 45. It's right at the feet of the officials here.
Yeah, personal foul, face mask.
Boy, now that's going to benefit Cape a ton right there. It bails a young team out, but if you're Live for Life, that's an unneeded penalty. And look, you had a 3rd and 10 situation coming up on a freshman quarterback.
Yeah, in good field position for you if you got the turnover. But yeah, personal foul, face mask, 15 yards, I would say unnecessarily. And Cape Central, just like that, now they've got good field position with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, so first down we go. Seaball has his team set and ready. Here's a play, goes to Boyd again, and he is wrapped up behind the line. Boy, have we called number 15's name tonight? I think that's Aiden Barber again in the backfield for a negative play.
Yeah, he shows definitely at times why he can get back there and be stop that play. He's fast, he's physical. Looks like he's favoring maybe a hip injury, gets up kind of slow and limping there a little bit, but very explosive in that middle linebacker spot.
Looks like 4:10 left on the clock in the Dexter Park Hill Central game. Still 21-14 Dexter football. And now looks like we have a timeout on the sidelines here. And it will be Cape Central will take a timeout. We will do the same. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
Welcome back to Cape Central. Folks, next week we are back with a full week of sports from Sykeston High School here on Bulldog Nation Network. On Monday, Philip Britt and Lauren Klein will be back with you for a volleyball matchup between the Bulldogs and the East Prairie Eagles. Next Friday night under the lights will be a renewal of one of the oldest rivalries in Southeast Missouri with the 139th meeting between the Bulldogs and the Charleston Blue Jays. Bulldog Nation is a joint venture with Aycorp Sports that's newly formulated this year. Here's a play. It's going to be a pass backwards and a pass downfield, and they've got a man, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the defender there, number 16 for Live for Life. Tristan Short breaks that up. Little trickery, Corey.
Yeah. Almost pulled it off, and then Tristan Short says, not on my watch.
So that was an incomplete pass there. So 3rd and 14 now. Three wide to the bottom, no receivers to the top. Here's a snap, goes outside. It is caught by number 1, Grove. He's got it past the 40 now, down inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line maybe. Still well short of the first. That would be an extremely long field goal, so I think that they're going to keep the offense on right here. Corey, I'm a little surprised with the way they punted the ball and been able to down it inside the 10 a couple times tonight, inside the 5 really.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised in a play call here. If you're stopped, you have put Live for Life in good field position already to start.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bobby. I kind of question this a little bit.
So here it is. Seaball with the ball. He's trying to make him jump. I don't think they're going to run a play. I think it's going to be a timeout. Here's the play, and it's a snap over his head. It is a fumble, loose ball, and on the turf still, and Live for Life recovers. Deshaun Moss recovers the muffed snap, and what a play there.
So you potentially had a stop on about the 38-yard line, field position for Live for Life. Turns into a fumble, muff snap. Now Live for Life's got field position on about their 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line. So,
and the worst that we talk about, the worst that could turn out of that punt deal is ball at the 20.
Right.
And and you may have been, you had a chance to flip the field on them and pin them even deeper, and yet now Live for Life with the ball at the 40-yard line.
The score may go the opposite way in just a few minutes, Bobby.
And Live for Life has shown athletes on the field. Woolfolk, the lone wide receiver at the top of the screen, want to keep an eye on there. Jackson to the side of the quarterback. Here's a snap, hand to Jackson. He's going to run it up the middle. He's got a nice run there. Bounces that, runs into his own man, stays on his feet, inside the 30, down near the 20, inside the 20. Jackson takes it down to the 17.
7 Jackson running like Steven Jackson. Great carry, great maneuver. Gain of about 21 on the play.
So a big pickup for Live for Life. Double back set here. Here's the play. It's going to be a quick pass out. Key Henderson has that. He breaks free the 10, inside the 10, down at the 3-yard line. A questionable call not punting the football on a 4th and, say, 5 or 6 has now put Live for Life inside the 5 and threatening. Here's the snap. Goes to Jackson. Pushes forward. And he is in. Touchdown, Hawks. It only took a matter of time, Corey, and Live for Life, their first lead of the night, late here in the 4th.
Yeah, 3 plays to the score. Penalty-free drive in the end zone. Now you're on top 14-10, possibly 16-10. Depending on if they're going to keep the ball and go for 2 or send their kicking team out.
Yeah, they're up 4. I think they'll probably just go for 2 as well here. It doesn't matter if you're up 5 or if you're up 6. It really doesn't matter in that situation. I think they'll go for 2, as it looks like they will. Here's a play, goes to Jackson. He's going to bounce it all the way outside to the corner, and he's in. So the 2-point conversion is good. It is now 16-10 as Live for Life has pushed forward with a lead.
Big 4th quarter for Live for Life right here.
Folks, one has gotten interesting. Dexter and Park Hills. Dexter still leads at 21-14. Just under 2 minutes now left in this football game. The ball is at the 46-yard line of Dexter's, and Park Hills has got it 1st and 10. Corey, I see you checking through. I'm sure you were checking to see if you had any updates as well.
Yeah.
As the night kind of winds down here.
I'm waiting to see if I can get an update on the Porterville-Crowsville game. The streaming is on commercial at the moment.
Well, folks, we're at the end of Week 8 of high school sports on Aycorp Sports. Next week, we will come to you from Portersville with a great late-season volleyball matchup between the Bulldogs and the Advanced Hornets and the Wildcats from Leopold. Later in the week, we will come to you with 2 football games, one on Thursday and one on Friday. Thursday night will feature the New Madrid County Central Eagles traveling to Portersville to take on the Bulldogs. And Friday night will come to you from Scott City, where they ran. And there's a play right there. It comes out for Spain. I couldn't even finish the read for the excitement on the play for Spain coming away, the football pushing up past midfield. Well, Spain said we'll have none of that talk about next week. We've got a game going on this week right here
now.
in Cape Central High School. And another flag. Not sure why that flag was thrown. I'm walking right past the official there, I'm thinking something may have been said right here as he looks back toward the sideline. If this goes against Cape Central, boy, you're talking about shooting yourselves in the foot after a large pickup by Spain.
I think Coach Gibbs thinks it's going to go against Cape Central. He's got his headset off. He's waiting for the call.
When there was not a Lift for Life player in the vicinity of Nate Watkins, the official throwing the flag there, I think something was said coming off the field that caused that penalty flag to come out.
Yeah, all the officials' meetings here. Let's see what Rob Hopp has to say.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Cape Central. Here comes the explanation down low.
Oh, he's ejected. That's an ejection.
Wow.
That is an ejection.
So the head coach is getting the explanation there, and you don't see any reaction, so he's accepted it. Whatever happened, the ejection is done and in the books. I'm not even sure what number that was. And we don't want to call it out on air for certain there. So here is a situation that backed him up a good bit. So now that they are deep now in their own territory, it's like the return never happened. They're back to their own 40-yard line. So the player has left the field area. He is out of the game, and here we go. Ball inside their own 40 now. They were on the other side of the 50-yard line, Corey.
Yeah, you know what? Discipline, Bobby, discipline. As much frustration as you have, you can't get up, and obviously he might have said something to the official there.
Here's a play that goes to Boyd up the middle for a couple on the play. We'll say about 4 on the pickup. So second down coming for the Tigers. Oh, wow. Right now, a play for Park Hills. They just threw a bomb on 4th and 5. That ball is now inside the 10. They have a chance to tie this up. A minute 18 left on the clock, and they trail by 7 against Dexter Bearcats. Seaball puts a man in motion there. Here it is. That's handed to Boyd again. He's going to come far side, cuts it up. Good cut up. He had nowhere to go, and he cut that football foot up smartly, and he's got the first down on that, I believe. Yes, he does. They moved the sticks.
Move them chains.
As I had glanced down, 4th and 5 in that bomb thrown, I was impressed with that. There's a lot of good football going on right now, Corey. We've got a game here. Cape Central's only down a touchdown, and no extra points, so they can come back and tie this thing or take the lead.
That's right.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 50 now. Seaball's got the snap. Here's Boyd, and there is Lift for Life. Man, they've gobbled him up, and then big number 44 finishes him off. Xavion Williams just lowered the hammer on the running back there.
Yeah, he just came in virtually untouched and just looked like he lowered his shoulder and just hit him.
So now 2nd and 11 for the Tigers. It's looked like this game is going to rest on the shoulders of Malik Boyd. Here's the snap. Runs into Boyd there. He's going to throw it, and it is complete. Short pickup there to the tight end. Corey, I'm looking. I do not see Jathan Spain on the field. That's a different tight end coming out there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Spain is not on the field.
Yeah, Spain was right there actually talking to, looks like the offensive coordinator. He's going over, looks like, to the coach now in front there. So he may be getting ready to come back in.
Yes, Spain has his helmet on, so he is on the sideline. Looks like he's ready. So 3rd and 9 now. Here's the snap. Seaball rolls near side. He's looking downfield, throws it, takes a hit, incomplete pass. So now, tough decision, 4:53 left in this game, and they're going to punt here.
Yeah, I think this is the right call. Send your punt unit out.
Cape Central just took the lead on a 2-point conversion. They go up 22-21 on Dexter. 34 seconds left in that game.
Yeah, it's a good game there in Park Hills.
Undefeated season for Dexter now hangs in the balance with 34 seconds left.
Oh, they're playing. Are they playing at Central?
Yeah, that game is at Park Hills. Here is a low snap. Punt is away. It's going to be a tumbling punt down, and that is received there by number 6. And I'm going to say that's Hurst because he's number 6 in my roster, and he's going to be stood up at around the 15-yard line. So right now, defense has to be big and strong for Cape Central. Very, very important part of this game is how well this defense can come about. And now I see the reason that maybe that Spain was not on the field. They valued him on this defensive side needing stops there. He had to have a breather, and as good as he's been on the defensive side of the ball, that's where they valued him the most maybe. So Live for Life will take over here. A lot of discussion going on between the officials. Corey, as we get late into these football games, I'm going to let you periodically look at your score stream out there and update us on any other scores when we get breaks in the actions. We'll stay with the ball live. Isaiah now checks his team. He's going to snap, and here's the play. Comes to Jackson, inside hand. And Cape Central does a good job there. They stack him up quickly, and here comes another flag in. Another flag. It flies at about the 18-yard line there. And, Corey, if you've got anything for us, I'm going to let you hit us with a couple of scores as we wait.
I've got 41-14 Crothersville over Portageville. Looks like late in the fourth quarter, so it looks like Crothersville's going to come off easily handed with that one.
Sideline warning, and that is against, I believe, Cape Central. So just a warning on a play.
Yeah, maybe the official ran into a coach or something, didn't give him enough room.
That is against Live for Life. That backs him up 5-yard line, or 5 yards. It's a weird spot for the foul to come in for Live for Life. I'm not understanding where that come in from, because I think a sideline warning would be on the other side of the field, and that official didn't throw the flag.
Yeah, unless the back judge is picking up on something, you would think that the way it came in at, it would almost look like Cape Central, but he did indicate that it was Live for Life. So the only thing I can think of is a back judge picked that up.
I'm looking for a sideline. I think Smitty over there, as I know him as, I think he was saying maybe a push, maybe a hands on an official there possibly. Push him out of the way. Only thing I could put together on that, Corey. Here's the play. Isaiah takes it himself up the middle, met quickly again by the Tigers. So maybe a pickup of 1 on that play. So second down and about 12.
It's like Valley Catholic over Bowling Green, 56-0. 31-12, Soxton over New Madrid. That was at the half. I still can't get an updated score on that. 65-6, Jackson over Miller. 41-14, the Blue Jays over the Eagles. And that is all I have at the moment. Looks like we were following a 22-21 lead, Park Central over Dexter.
So here's the snap here, and we've got another flag. It has been that way all night, so why not one more?
Looks like a hold on Live for Life.
So second down as they keep creeping backwards. 38-18, Sykeston now up. And that game in Park Hills goes final. Dexter had completed a pass all the way down to about the 2-yard line, and the clock runs out. So Park Hills Central will walk away with a 22-21 victory in that one.
That's going to be a good game to watch for that coming up in the clash of the two districts.
Here's Isaiah. He drops back. He looks. He's got time. He throws that out. And it's picked off. Picked off there by number 4 for the Tigers.
It's like Malachi Johnson. We've called his name a lot tonight. He comes in when his team needs him.
So Johnson gets the pick. Corey, I've got to say, I don't understand why Live for Life feels like they need to pass the football in that situation on that spot of the field, and it's all the way to the wide side of the field. Johnson could make the cut in and make the plays. You see, he just gets underneath the route right there.
Yeah, and Johnson's been doing a good job on his ground game, gaining positive yardage. I think that was the wrong call there, and obviously it worked out in Cape's favor.
Yeah, just an interesting play on that one. I want to thank my friend Jacob Prouty for texting me that score update on Sykes as well. Here's a run outside by Central there, number 7, Murray.
Murray is back in the ball game late. That's going to help Cape Central out here late in the ball game.
Yeah, back when they needed him most. Back is against the wall now. Clock will be under 3 minutes here as they try to push toward that end zone. Ball at the 14-yard line. Seaball has Murray behind him here. Snap goes to Murray. He's got it. Upfield, fights forward, down inside the 10 now. Pushing to the goal line, and he is in. Give him 6.
But we have a flag
Tigers.
at the goal line, Bobby. We have a flag.
That's going to go against Live for Life. They jumped on top of the pile, so he cannot jump on top there. I'm sure that's going to be the call.
Came from the umpire.
Sure, that is going to go against Live for Life jumping on top of that pile, I would have to believe. Still awaiting the call on this. This is a big moment in the game right here. If it negates the touchdown and brings them back, that gives Live for Life breathing room.
He's going to wave it off. That's a touchdown.
No flag, so there it is. Cape Central has just tied this football game, and the leg of number 16, Charlton, could give him the lead.
Wow. Murray comes in when they need him the most, rips off 2 big runs, puts his team in a potential lead situation here.
So Charlton for the extra point.
He ran that last play with a purpose, Bobby, like he had something to prove.
Pause in action. The pause in the action, Coach Woolfolk is just wanting an explanation on the call, what's going on there, and he got one. Doesn't look like he likes it, but he got an explanation as we are set for the extra point here. Here it is. And that should have been a flat. That's false start. Offensive line did move, so false start, and that's going to go against Cape Central. Corey, that's nothing for a man who can kick him 66 yards. He
no
said,
kidding.
Give me 5. I don't care. I'll put it through.
Yeah, longest of the year, 47 yards, and that is a long field goal for a high school kid, Bobby.
He will reset now from the 15-yard line. Seaball to hold.
Big
Snap,
moment.
Kick, up, good. The Tigers with the lead. 2:35 left in the fourth.
The way the Hawks have moved the ball on that last series, Bobby, they are not anywhere out of the ball game just yet.
Yeah, just smarter with the football, you know. So Phoenix Isaiah's turned it over twice tonight. Both of them quick routes that's been read kind of easily when he's in a groove, he's good. But, boy, when it's those soft routes outside like that, he's been picked. And remember, he hasn't been able to throw the ball downfield tonight. He's overshot every time. They've had people beat. If I'm going to do it, I think come out on first down, take a shot downfield.
Try
that way you know what you got to work with.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to have to take a lot more longer shots on this drive, I think, than we've seen them take in the past. They're going to have to do something, but I'm with you. I think you do it early, and then you make your adjustments as you go.
Charlton set to kick this off. He does. Good kick. That's going to go into the end zone. Man, he can boom them. That young man has a future somewhere if he decides he wants to put his foot to use in college.
He's got probably one of the best foot and the best kicker I've seen of a high school player.
Corey, from what I can remember in the fourth quarter, the closest football game we've had on Aycorp Sports this year, 2:35 left in the fourth and a 1-point game.
Yes.
The Tigers need a defense to hold, and Lift for Life needs to muster up enough offense to get to the end zone and score. I don't know if you can look through the stats there and see. I do not know if Lift for Life has a field goal anytime this year.
I don't think they do. I don't even think they have a kicker listed on their roster.
Phoenix Isaiah, he moves Jackson now to his left. Here's a snap, goes to Jackson coming near side. He's got a blocker out front. Jackson, good yards up and taken down at the 29-yard line. So a pickup of 9 on the play. Clock will continue to move there. Substitution in and out, so that's going to allow Cape Central to sub as well if they want. I'm a little surprised Lift for Life did not try to get a play off quicker than that. Here's almost 20 seconds off the clock since that ball was down.
Yeah, you're behind in this ball game. You got to get something going. You got to get it going quick.
Here's the snap. Isaiah may take it himself. He does. He's got first down and more as he is going to go out of bounds up at the 40-yard line. So the clock will stop regardless to move the chains, and he's out of bounds. So 1:49 left, the ball at the 40 now. Couple of substitutions moving in and out. That is Woolfolk at the top of the screen. He's been a big receiver. Key Henderson in the slot at the bottom of the screen. There's a snap, goes to Jackson inside, and Cape Central meets him at the line of scrimmage. He goes nowhere. Looked like big number 68 may have been the first man to hit him there for the Tigers.
It's like Demarion Nunley.
So we've got a timeout on the field by Live for Life. We're going to step aside as well. We will be back for the last minute 32 after this.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
Welcome back to Cape Central and what has been a fantastic second half. First half was marred by penalties, but this second half has had all the scoring and action you wanted. 17-16 ball game, and the team down is trying to march forward. What an inning we have formulating here, Corey.
Yeah, what started off is kind of a handed victory, if you would say, to Cape Central. Live for Life showed life, came back, 2 quick touchdowns, got in the lead. Now Cape Central, comes back, scores one of their own. Now Live for Life marching up the field pretty easy. Minute 32, trying to get something to happen so they can go home with a victory.
2nd and 11. Here's a play. Isaiah looks to pass. Deep drop. He's going to throw it deep downfield, and it is going to be incomplete. The whole time that ball was overthrown and Cape Central had better position there. What I think Wolford, the wide receiver, was wanting to say, hey, I'm being blocked and knocked off my route here.
Yeah.
He's wanting defensive pass interference. I certainly see what he's asking for, but the official right on top of the play had a much better view than I did on that.
Yeah, I think, and again, I think it was kind of, chippy both ways. If you throw a flag, I think it could have went offensive and defensive, which would offset it. They're both kind of pushing and shoving on each other and tugging, so.
I don't like the play. It's 2nd and 11, and you go deep. Now you're in a 3rd 11. You got 2 downs to get a first, but get closer to that first down or get the first down before you go deep. Isaiah now in the gun. And we've got another timeout. The play clock was down to 1, so Live for Life uses another timeout. That will leave them with just 1 remaining in this football game, Corey. We're going to keep it here as we only have 1:25 left in it. We're going to try to catch up on any scores again on that. Just kind of catch viewers up. Dexter did go down tonight, so undefeated season over. Dexter had a chance. They threw a deep pass and was caught. They got all the way down to maybe about the 2-yard line and was tackled as time ran out, and Park Hills walked away victorious on that football game.
That is a heartbreaker, but it doesn't. Every year, it doesn't matter how good or bad the other team is. They always seem to play each other very well and very competitively. Yeah. Final from Portageville, Crothersville, 48-14, single-handedly wins that. 31-12, whatever the 31-12. Sykeston, I think it was a different score. It came in on
38-12, I believe.
38-12, I think.
38-18, I believe.
38-18. That was probably the final in that one. 41-14, Charleston over Eastbury, the final.
Yep, we will get you more once this one goes final here. Isaiah now, 3 stacked receivers at the top. Gets it out to Wolford. He's got it. He's trying to make a move up the sideline. He does. Gets near the marker, out of bounds. So just short of it. It's going to be about a 4th and 3 situation for Live for Life. So whatever play they have up their sleeve, they need to pull it out here. Probably a 4th and 4. This is the ball game if Live for Life cannot convert. Isaiah is ready. There's the snap. He's got it out to Wolford, and he's going to be taken down. And a flag also on the play, and he stays. They're going to call him down. I believe that flag may go against Live for Life where that was thrown, and if it is, that will be your ball game anyway.
Yeah, let's see. It's all rested on the white hat here.
So that's going to go against Live for Life. The false start, and they're going to deny.
Yeah, climb that game, it's over.
Yeah, they're going to take a couple of knees right here. I'm going to tell you, I thought Live for Life was going to come in here. I thought Cape was not at their best maybe, and Live for Life's athletes would pull it out. But I'm going to tell you, I've been impressed by the fight from Cape Central, the discipline from Cape Central this game. They stayed disciplined and didn't have the penalties. And how about a freshman quarterback coming in?
Yeah, come in. He really put the team on his shoulders the second half. I think Live for Life kind of fed into that, kind of fed into the weakness, if you would. I tell you, he started out kind of slow, but once he got it going, this offense really got going. Murray came back in at a key point in the game when they needed him, ripped off some big plays, got them back in the ball game, and it looks like they're going to take a knee and they're going to come away victorious.
And I think, looking at Live for Life, we'll start with them first on this. I think if they want to have a chance to a state title run, no doubt they've got to clean up penalties. That is a big issue glaring at you right now.
Well, when you're looking at their district, you're looking at Valley, you're looking at Park Hills, any one of those teams, you can't come in with the amount of penalties you had tonight and expect to walk away with the win. You just can't do it. Valley's a tough team to beat with no penalties, let alone with 150 yards worth.
Yeah, and it's really coming on the offensive side of the football, too, for Live for Life. They've got a lot of weapons there, but you can't use those weapons if you're constantly just negating the plays.
That's right. Yeah, I think we mentioned it earlier. For every 5 yards you're gaining, you're moving back 10. You just can't do that.
Yeah, and they will move on with their schedule, and they've got I'm sure a tough game next week as they
Helias Catholic is who they got next week.
Yeah, and they play a stacked schedule for a reason. They
actually
play
got them
classes as much as possible.
They've actually got them. It's showing back to back. It's showing them playing them on the 23rd and then turn around playing them on the 24th. I don't know if that's a misprint.
And I'm sure that's a misprint on that. They'll only play one game in a week there, but And I think now you look at Cape Central moving forward. It's been a struggle at times this year. They haven't done it necessarily pretty, but, boy, they've gutted one out here tonight. I think they've shown fight. And, look, they're on a third-string quarterback now because we do not know the situation. You've got to assume in this situation you've got him going into next week against Kennett. I think Cape Central can go and handle business there. Kennett's improved, but they're still not to the level they want to be yet. But then you get into district play for Cape Central, and that can get pretty greedy.
Yeah. Taking a look at their district schedule here for them, they've got Farmington obviously leads that district, Webster Groves, Fox, Melville, Miller Career, which just took a beating from Jackson tonight, and Poplar Bluff. So, Farmington single-handedly, easily ahead in that district there. So Cape Central's got some tough roads ahead of them, especially when they get in that district play.
Yeah, Farmington's state-ranked team in Class 5, so that I think that carries a lot of value there. They are no doubt the front runner on that. Farmington number 8 coming in this week in state rankings, and I think Cape Central's got an uphill battle, but boy, I've been impressed by the running backs tonight. Boyd come in and did a nice job. Murray really did a fantastic job, I thought. I was impressed with him tonight, the fight he had in him. And really the offensive line. Let's give those guys some credit. Corey, they fought all night long for the running back.
Yeah, they did. They did an outstanding job, especially there, all game, but really there towards the end when Murray came back in, got those 2 runs. And it seems like when the young quarterback and the running back came in, it seems like that's really when Cape Central's line really picked up, like they were going to protect their little brothers. And that's what they done, and they did a fantastic job at it.
And credit the defense for Cape Central. I thought they was able to put pressure on Isaiah at the right time, and the way they played those wide receivers, they said, "Hey, you're not beating me." They did not allow a catch, I don't believe, downfield really on the night. They really played them well there and contained those guys. Never did really get loose in space either.
Right.
But that's where they want to play.
Right, I agree, yeah. I thought their defense looked fantastic. I thought the line did a good job. They moved the ball fairly well. Once they cleaned up their penalties, now they had a lot of penalties the first half, but they really cleaned that up the second half. I'm going to tell you the factor that played in for Live for Life, Bobby, the penalties. If it wasn't for the penalties, we would have a different ball game, a different score of the ball game. I truly believe that Live for Life, they really defeated themselves with all the just unnecessary penalties that they got. It really set them back in the ball game. They got a lot of cleaning up to do, but nonetheless, they're a very good and very physical and very fast football team.
Yes, they are. Real quickly tonight, camera crew tonight was Bradley Hawford, Matthew Williams, Peyton Hardline. Graphics was Tyler Lassiter. Switchboard was Brad Ruppel. For my partner, Corey Siss, for myself, Bobby Alford, we are saying thank you for watching and good night from Cape Central High School.